What's up guys, JV2017 here bringing another Destiny tips and tricks video. And this time we are looking at one of the new and unique legendary weapons being released in the Dark Below expansion called the Murmur. Now what makes this fusion rifle special is that it actually evolves from a rare to a legendary, which we've never seen in Destiny before. That's a completely new thing, and I'm going to show you all step by step how that goes down and how you'll be able to do it in this video when the expansion comes out. First things first, the way that you get the Murmur is by completing a quest given by Eris Morn, who is the new NPC in the Dark Below. She's kind of the main driving point for the story. She gives you all of the story missions, and the quest that you have to complete is called The Awakening. So once you complete that, Eris will give you the Murmur, and we're going to look at the stats right here. So you can clearly tell it's one of those high impact, low charge rate weapons with a pretty nice mag size at 6. And it's kind of one of those high risk, high rewards weapons, again, because of that impact and charge rate. So what we're going to look at now is the modifiers. The first one is not very special. We've seen this before. Kills with this weapon reduce the cooldown of your grenade. Not special once again. The second one is incredibly special. This weapon can select between two different types of elemental damage. So when you get the Murmur, you start out with Arc, and then you have to unlock Solar, and then you can just switch between both of those. It's kind of like switching up perks in your subclass. So that's how you'll do it with the Murmur, and there's so many applications, you know, very practical applications for being able to do that, and you can just switch them on the fly, which is also very cool. Can't wait to actually use this weapon, and everyone can get it by completing the story. So pretty much everyone will be walking around with a Murmur. Now, like I said, you can actually upgrade or evolve this weapon into a legendary. So how you do that is there is kind of a modifier, I guess you could say, in the 7th category, the 7th, column down when you're upgrading the Murmur. So that means you have to upgrade it all the way in order to actually evolve the weapon into a legendary, and that modifier is called Imbue. Increase the base quality of Murmur by gaining Eris's favor, which is just a fancy way of saying reputation. So the way you upgrade or evolve the Murmur into a legendary is to fully upgrade the Murmur. So you got to get to that Imbue modifier, and then you bring your rare fully upgraded Murmur to Eris, and once you have gained her favor or reached a certain reputation rank, you'll be able to purchase something called a Rune Core, which kind of looks like a slime ball from Minecraft, a little icon there. And the Rune Core will allow you to upgrade your thing, and the Rune Core will cost 5 black wax idols, which of course drop from the Vex. And once you've evolved your Murmur, it will look like this. So obviously one of the big differences is just the damage number there. So it's got 248 to 300. So obviously there's a huge difference between the rare version and the legendary version in terms of that damage number. However, the impact and the charge rate, the mag size, all of that is the same. And you also had the two same modifiers, especially the one where you can switch elemental damages, but you also gain knee pads, which allows you to slide further with the Murmur equipped. Guys, this weapon looks pretty sweet, and I'm kind of glad that everyone has an opportunity to use it. It looks cool, and like I said, the utility of being able to switch between Arc and Solar is really invaluable. You don't have to switch to another weapon. It's really pretty simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And also don't forget you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more Destiny tips and tricks content coming very soon. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.